Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland and welcome back to more of Pokemon Stadium 2. Last time I had just finished up with the Pokemon Academy. It's time to go back to the stadium and resume with some more of the cups. Let's go ahead and pick our next section, which I am going to do the Challenge Cups this time. We already completed the Little Cup, and you can probably tell just by looking at this already, I've been busy. I have all but one cup actually completed, and I was able to complete the Prime Cup as well. I have to admit, I was actually kind of delaying the Prime Cup at first because I couldn't find the right team to beat the trainers on that. As I explained in a previous video, the last trainer of the Prime Cup is pretty tough. But anyway, that'll be for a future video when I show how you can get through the Prime Cup. For now, we're going to do the Challenge Cup, and when you select it, you will see there's 4 difficulty levels: Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and Master Ball. And if you probably couldn't tell already, the higher the rank of the Pokeball itself, the harder it's going to get. With the Challenge Cup, there are some pretty big differences actually. Let me go ahead and look at the rules quick. The number one thing you'll notice is you battle using 6 provided Pokemon. This mode will test your ability as a trainer. So basically, you're going to be handed rental Pokemon to begin with. It's completely randomized. You can't actually choose from like a list like you could with any of the other modes, like the Little Cup and other modes of the game like that. I mean, the Pokemon Academy gave you a preset team, but on here it's going to be completely random what you're going to get. And I pinky promise that I will go with the first team that's given to me, even if they do suck. I promise, because that's the point of the challenge. Okay, that's the same as before. Choose 3 out of 6 Pokemon and pick the 3 that have likely advantages. 4 level classes. The Pokeball is level 30 Pokemon, Great Ball is 45, Ultra Ball is 60, and Master Ball is 75. Those are the same, no 2 Pokemon sleep or frozen. Rules in the final Pokemon, it's the same as before as well, and you also get continues for a perfect match on here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the Challenge Cup, and I'm going to do Pokeball, since that's the easiest of the 4. So, what kind of team am I going to get? As you can see, we don't even get prompted to pick Pokemon. We're just taken right to the battle immediately. The Pokemon I caught in the mountains and forests are tough, I bet. And we got Pichu, Seal, Wooper, Grimer, Hoot Hoot, and Machop. It's not too bad. The Pichu doesn't impress me too much, although it does have Thunder and Rain Dance. So yeah, it's best that you look at the moves that you get as well. Seal's decent. Oh, it's got Ice Beam. That's good. I thought it's Aurora Beam for a second, but it's Ice Beam actually. Wooper, not too bad as well. Grimer, would have preferred Sludge Bomb, but whatever. And Hoot Hoot, I guess this is supposed to be our Psychic Pokemon, even though Hoot Hoot's not Psychic type. It only knows Confusion, so we'll have to make do with that. And we have Machop, who also has a pretty good moveset. Okay, our team is decent, I'll put it that way. It definitely could have been worse. I was actually expecting worse Pokemon, to be honest. And yay for something popping up on my computer. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, we have Fire Pokemon and Rock and Ground types, it looks like, on the opponent's team. So, a good leader for this would definitely be Seal and Wooper. What do they have again? Seal's faster, obviously, so I might... And Seal also has Ice Beam as well, so that'd be good for... Well, it doesn't matter, because water's good against ground anyway. So yeah, Seal's a good one to start with, and Wooper. And we'll use Machop because it did have Earthquake, which is pretty handy, in case I would need to resort to that. And Fighting's also good against Rock Pokemon. So let's get this party started. I did have to think about how I was going to show this at first, like whether I should have done this or the Pokeball, or not Pokeball, the Poke Cup. And I actually asked some of my friends like suggestions on what order I should do the stuff in, and after the Pokemon Academy, I was kind of leaning towards doing that in the beginning anyway, the Pokemon Academy, because it's like a tutorial of the game, to say. Like, you know, it's kind of like introducing you to the Pokemon mechanics. But after that, I wasn't sure which direction to go, so one of my friends suggested the Challenge Cup next, so that's what I'm going with. I'm probably going to alternate as well, where I'll do like the Challenge Cup, and then after that I'll do something else outside of the stadium. And as you see, we took out Larvitar very easily. Vulpix is going to use Toxic. You would. Oh, it missed. How lucky. But anyway, yeah, after this, I'm probably going to show the minigames next, maybe, because there is a minigame mode on here, actually, and F you for having that. It's always so typical whenever they do that. Any way to delay, any way they can. Not very effective. Of course not. The fire against water doesn't work good. Other way around, though, it does. Ow. And who's the last little twerp that you're gonna send out to us? Twerp is right, he uses Geodude. One waterfall coming up. So yeah. See that? I only had to use one move for this whole string of battles. Ain't it incredible? Oh no. And that'd be the end of the battle. Yeah, that was pretty easy, honestly. You just didn't have a good type matchup. And we got our first badge. Yes, we are going to continue. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I got interrupted and I had to pause. Like, what's the deal? I mean, obviously you guys aren't living my life, but like, it's like 7 o'clock right now after dinner, and it's like, what could you possibly need me for at this hour? And here, all they wanted was just one simple chore done. That gets annoying when I have to interrupt a recording session. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm back. And hopefully things will go without any more interruptions, I hope. Anyway, moving on to the second battle, we have a bunch of poison types. Well, actually, they're all poison. So, we have two options here. We can use ground Pokemon, or... well, we don't have any ground... well, Looper's ground type. And Machop has Earthquake. Or we can use Hoot Hoot, who has Psychic move, Confusion. Because of this, let me just evaluate here to make sure everything will go smoothly. We'll have to lead with Hoot Hoot, followed by Machop and Wooper. Those two should be good. Yes, let's move on. I had to think for a moment there, because I was just looking at his team members. I guess Seal would have worked. Well, Seal's a water type, though, and Bellsprout would have easily taken it out, probably. It's hard to say. Either way, he's leading with Ekans. Snake spelled backwards. And thanks to the person who answered the question, Ekans can learn Spite as an egg move. So thank you for answering that. I didn't know that about Ekans. Wow, that did very little. That doesn't look good. I think I'm going to switch. I wasn't too enthusiastic about this to begin with. I picked Wooper. Hopefully that'll be good to start with. But yeah, Hoot Hoot, even though it has Confusion, I guess it's supposed to be our Psychic Pokemon filler, but Confusion's a weak Psychic move. So yeah, I wasn't too thrilled about it. And it used Sludge Bomb again. we are going to use Dig. If we don't flinch from this headbutt move. Watch, I probably jinxed myself. And I did. Shoot. Oh, I see what you did there. Hurry up and lose, huh? You're just trying to flinch your way to a victory. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse. Come on, this is Battle 2. Surely it can't be this hard. And you flinched again. That's not... Come on, pull it through. You're letting a snake beat you up. Come on, Whooper. Thank you! That took a while. I might have to switch right away because Whooper's health's pretty low. HP, if you will. Okay, use your dig move. Thank you! That did massive damage. Much better than confusion. Of course it helped that it was a stab move too. And his next opponent is Zubat, so I'll have to switch back to Hoot Hoot. Because ground types are not going to hit Zubat. Still not too thrilled about confusion, but I really don't have much choice. At least it's using a grass move against me, which did very little damage. So that wasn't too bad. Confusion. Oh, now it's going to use wing attack. It did some. Hopefully confusion should do more. Critical hit. And it still didn't get knocked out. Although I have to admit that was lucky, I was able to get a critical hit from that. Come on, one more. And it's out. I have 2 Pokemon in the red, though. And who's your last opponent? Nidoran. The male species, that is. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, let's try Confusion. And it didn't do as much as I was hoping for. Well, that'll easily... Yeah, I figured as much. I figured that would take me out. We'll have to use Machop now. Thank goodness it knows Earthquake. That's exactly what I'm gonna use here. When it knows Thunder. That didn't do as much. I was expecting that to take away at least half of my health. Why do I keep saying health? It says HP. Not that it matters, I mean they mean the same thing, but still. It don't matter because I won the battle. Thanks to good old Machop. What's nice about Machop is it has very high attack stat. So Earthquake definitely does tremendous amount of damage. Happy now? Of course I'm happy, I just won. In your face, you rocket grunt. And we got a Hive badge from that. Okay, moving on. Battle 3 with another... Are they campers, I guess? I think you would make a good practice partner. Well, thanks for saying. Oh, well, she's called a picnicker. I guess the boys are called campers. Look at this. How could this happen? Look at my team compared to hers. Tell me how that just happened. Well, that's cute of you to say. Okay, take number 2 against this camper, or picnicker, I mean. The females are called picnickers on here. Feels wonderful to battle Pokemon outside. You would say something like that. It was just a bad luck circumstance, though, with my first attempt. I had the right Pokemon, but obviously not the right order. Well, I'm not going to use Machop, because Earthquake's not going to hit any of them very well, except Nidoran, if she would happen to use it. My best bets are to stick with what I had the first time. Go with Seal, Pichu, and Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot replacing Machop. And let's see if we can do it properly this time. What happened the first time was my Seal fainted because her Pokemon kept getting critical hits on it. And that's just bad luck right there when that happens. And this was the Pokemon I battled, Spearow. That's exactly the one that took me out. Doesn't help that it goes first. If they get another critical hit, I am going to be PO'd though. And it still hangs in from a devastating attack like that. Ice Beam should have taken it out, no question. But nope, it didn't. The game wants to be picky about that. I could have used Waterfall, it really wouldn't have mattered, but... Well, it's hard to say if she would have switched to another flying Pokemon or something. Not that they do that this early in the game, they don't really switch too often. And she has an Nidoran. I'm going to switch to Hoot Hoot. Probably is going to use something like Horn Attack or something, I'm thinking. We'll find out here in a moment. Oh crap, it uses Thunder. Critical hit, super effective, and paralyzed. Oh, well, at least the Miracle Berry. Well, I forgot that it had that. Let's see if we can use Confusion against it. Oh, so now things are going to go the opposite. Machop would have been much better in this situation, because Earthquake easily would have taken it out. Oh good, you missed. Okay, another Confusion. So Hoot Hoot could have taken more hits even if it did use Thunder. But thanks to critical hit, that's not so anymore. And I fainted, of course. Well, we have a choice of Seal or Pichu. I wonder if Swift would take it out. It only has 7 HP. Well, I'm not going to use Swift after it just did that. Let's try Thunder. Give it a taste of its own medicine that it used against mine. And it missed. I should have just led with Rain Dance. And you would know, Mud Slap. If it's going to do that, I'm going to use Rain Dance for sure now. Because Mud Slap lowers accuracy. But, when you use Rain Dance, Thunder's accuracy goes up. It'll never miss, actually. Oh, and it used Blizzard. Wow, you're really whittling down my health right now. Okay, now let's use Thunder. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How do you like it when the shoe's on the other foot? No! Alright, one left. And it's a Hoot Hoot. What a surprise. I had one of those too. Notice the word I said was had. Well, I technically still have it, but it fainted. And Thunder is all it's going to take for this little guy. And you're out. That was much better. Like I said, the first battle, or first attempt rather, against this chick, I had the right Pokemon, Seal and Pichu. Well, I had Machop instead of Hoot Hoot. And Machop probably would have been better this time. But what are you going to do? But yeah, the first attempt, it was just bad luck. I only lost because of critical hits, in all honesty.